Every human being is born with a mind and heart that deserves to be nurtured. Education in its purest form begins that journey. It can come from a parent, a teacher, a mentor, or an ordinary hero. It can even come from a place. The National Centers for Arts and Technology are among those places, creating empowering educational environments, a place where urban youth and adults are respected, inspired, educated, and connected to a part of themselves they may never have known. Born out of Manchester Bidwell in Pittsburgh, and one man's vision to transform lives, it is an environment of hope.
This whole process that resulted in NCAT was because of one public school teacher who essentially saved my life by introducing me to clay when I was 16 years old, but more importantly, introducing me to a way of thinking about the world as a set of possibilities rather than a set of limitations. When I saw Frank Ross when I was 16 years old as that high school kid, he was enveloped in light in that classroom. And I said, if I can get that light into my life, I'm halfway home.
Here the heart opens, the light comes in, and the mind begins to see that there is another path.
The focus is on trying to rebuild the human spirit as reflected in vocational education for unemployed adults and arts education for kids most likely to not be successful in completing high school.
Seeds nurture possibility, sounds create harmony, and hands shape a new destiny. Transformation is everywhere. So is opportunity.
Everyone who is born into this planet starts off as an asset. It's the way that the environment treats them that defines whether they continue to be an asset or they become a liability. NCAT is committed to building 200 centers around the world to celebrate assets.
With already 4 in operation and 14 cities in development, each center is an educational beacon of renewal, tailored to the specific needs of the target community.
Well, we're at the Newbridge Cleveland Center for Arts and Technology, an incredible place on Euclid Avenue in the heart of the city of Cleveland.
It's a very exciting day. It's the opening day, the formal opening ceremony for Newbridge.
And this was a vision 4 years ago from the Cleveland Foundation to replicate this model here in Cleveland. And I'm happy that we're here today, that it's came to fruition. Our youth are here, and we have a wonderful director, Jeffrey Johnson.
There is a tremendous amount of community support. There is corporate support. There are parents here. There are students here. There's public officials here, all come together to say, you know, we believe in what this center represents, the hope and the passion and the change that it brings.
You know, they've got something here that you just can't say no to. So I'm here tonight to present a $1 million gift from UH to the Newbridge organization.
And the thing is, when I was your age, I was in a situation You can invest in the least among us, who in fact can become some of the most important people in our community. And this is possible coming out of Newbridge.
These centers, created out of visionary civic and corporate leadership, are more than gifts of generosity. They are acts of heroism.
You will see an incredible staff of people who are passionate about what we do, but very professional about what we do. And these are incredible artists who bring that to the students.
My name is Gordon Williams. I'm here teaching some children.
Okay, so you got 2 types of plugins, instruments and effects.
I've been fortunate to work with some really big artists, but at the time that I met them, whether that was Alicia Keys or Lauryn Hill or Amy Winehouse or Joss Stone, and they were just young people who were very inspired and talented. And when I walk in these rooms and I have a whole classroom full of them, it's like you can actually feel the passion and the love in the building.
No, I want to show what you guys can do. But I think you guys can do this.
And the reason I like this program is because it gives students like me a chance to be creative, and it gives us a better outlook on what we want to be in the future.
Because I always wanted to deal with music and get some experience. Design lab is where I want to do when I get to college, you know, illustrating pictures, commercials, billboards, just to work off of that and creating my own new illustration way.
Our guidance counselor told us about it and we signed the application.
They came to our school and told us about the program.
I was really ready for it as soon as she talked about it.
I'm like, I'm not doing nothing else outside of school, so I might as well do it to be like doing something instead of being in the streets.
Good evening. My name is Alicia Shipman. I am a proud alumni of the Manchester Craftsmen's Guild. I'm proof that when one person cares about another person, really invest their time and their knowledge into their life, that it really can plant a seed and grow into something beautiful over time. And I'm just really thankful to have had the opportunity. I'm blessed to have had the opportunity to participate in the Manchester Craftsmen's Guild, very similar to Newbridge. And I'm just really excited that there are lots of other children who are going to have this opportunity as well.
At the end of the day, the real medicine is called hope. One of the things that poverty does to you, it exhausts your reservoir of hope. What we have learned is by building these nurturing environments full of sunlight, creative possibility, extraordinary people committed to life and not death, it reminds us all that hope ultimately is the ingredient that joins all life and all mankind. It really now becomes a question of how do we scale this with enough public schools, with enough school boards and enough leaders that we can begin to get these extraordinary outcomes, not just in 4 cities, but in 100 cities. And we're hoping that Waiting for Superman will encourage people to consider this as a real possibility.
Superman is a mythical superhero. The real heroes are sitting next to you, behind you, and in front of you. You are the change for good. For when we transform lives, we transform the world, one city at a time.